Very fun.
And I think you said it was about 5 years ago that you came to Buffalo?
Yeah. Yep.
From Eden Valley?
From Eden Valley.
In 5 years, you've rooted yourself in this community
Yes.
in a very short amount of time.
Naturally.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reese and Mark Benzer.
Hey everybody, it is the Buffalo Community Podcast, and we have new to downtown Buffalo is Kelsie Schoenecker of Natural Roots Salon. One, you've probably seen their big, beautiful building right downtown, which used to be the old Sterling Drug. And I say downtown Buffalo got a major upgrade as far as beauty goes. I mean,
Curb appeal.
Curb appeal. There you go.
It's really that whole area. I mean,
Yeah.
JTB Home, that whole building got redone and
Yeah.
looking nice.
Yes, it very much is. And in a past podcast, we're talking about how much downtown has changed, and it's from people like you making that investment, the time, the money, the heart, the soul to bring people downtown. Because we've heard it all for the last 10 years. We want stuff downtown. You're making it happen. So one, thank you.
Yes.
So tell us about the process a little bit.
Well, about 5 years ago, my husband actually got a job down in New Hope. We moved here from Eden Valley. This was kind of our halfway point. I was suite renting at a salon in Waite Park and making the commute. And then I realized very quickly I do not want to do that anymore. Every time I tried to commute, it was a storm or something. So I just started looking around the area for a small 2-chair suite to rent, actually. And Personal Touch came up for sale. And my husband's like, let's go look at it. And I was like, absolutely not. I am not owning a business. Nope, not doing it. And then we went in there, and then I started to work for Colleen Ellefson for a little while. I just wanted to get a sense of the community and stuff, too. We were new here, so I had no idea. I didn't know a single person. And I loved it. The community itself is amazing. And then it was like, all right, let's do this. So we purchased Personal Touch and switched the name to Natural Roots Salon. I'm big into natural and organic products, so I really wanted to somehow incorporate that into the name. And then 6 months later, COVID hit, so that was a little bit frightening, but we made it. And
What's that?
right?
Yeah.
So that gave us the opportunity to actually do the remodel that I really wanted to do at that building. And then as soon as I got my shampoo bowls in for that building, I decided I wanted to expand. So I was like, let's redo and find something else. So that's how we ended up downtown. I absolutely love it downtown. It's crazy to see the difference of like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday hits and it's like, bam, there's people everywhere downtown. It's crazy. But it's a ton of fun. We love it down there.
Yeah. So it's not just the salon. There's other businesses inside that building as well. I mean, it was a full remodel.
Full remodel.
Full scale.
Gut job. Ceiling to floor. There was nothing in there when we emptied it out. But yes, there's other businesses. So me coming from Suite Rental, I really wanted to incorporate that because I loved being my own boss and having my own space as well. Hair is just such a intimate thing. You get very close with your clients and stuff, and they don't want everyone to hear what's happening and what's going on in their lives. So the suite rent was an awesome experience for me, and so I wanted to bring a little more of that around here. But I also, having employees, like you have to start somewhere and you need to build. So I wanted it to be where my employees can build their clientele and then move over to the suite rental because they're both excellent. It's just where you need to start and where you go from there. We also have Jenny. She has Blushing Buffalo Boutique, which is just an amazing clothing store. She used to have the Tan On First in town, so a lot of people know her. And then when she decided to close that, I just kind of reached out to her and I was like, how about we collaborate and put you in to the salon? And then we also have tanning. We brought that back to town, which has been a little bit of a headache. I kind of see why Jenny got out of it. Those tanning beds are literally like spaceships, and they got a lot of moving parts to them, so that's been interesting, but we're learning. And then the suites is kind of whatever you want to put in there. We have someone that does brows. We have a few massage therapists, lash techs, all that kind of stuff. So anything in the beauty industry.
Yeah. When you set out to move from your current location into a new location, that's a very large building. Like, were you thinking that big? You know, when it first started, like, I want a great big space and I want to have all these different services, or was that kind of an evolution of like thinking bigger after you saw the space?
It was definitely an evolution of thinking bigger. I wasn't looking at as large of spaces right away. But then we just started looking at just anything really that was open. And my husband, being in the industry, he started doing some drops for me of the different buildings we walked in. And it was like, oh, this one fits really well with what I'm looking for.
Sure.
So
I don't think you could have got a better corner, though, so much street frontage there. I mean, you have a lot to look at, and it's inviting. I mean, it's not just a brown brick building anymore.
The windows. Windows. Oh, my goodness. My husband spent a lot of time cutting in those windows, but the 28 of them are wonderful.
Yep.
And it's fun to just kind of people watch and stuff, too.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Is there one big surprise from a full renovation that you're just like, wow, way out of left field? I wasn't expecting that.
Not really. I gotta say, that building, and I actually just met the architect yesterday.
Oh, wow.
The very original architect of that building stopped into the salon yesterday.
He goes, what the hell?
Yeah, this is not.
It's like, this is not what happened.
Of the salon, not the building.
I'm sorry, of the building. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The building.
Okay, yes. I was like, hopefully I didn't just...
No, of the building, yeah. He stopped in and he was complimenting it up and down. But man, that place is sound. Like, it is a very nice architecturally built building. Yeah.
Very good. We often hear stories from business owners of, working with the city and just kind of like some processes go smoother than others. I mean, was it what you expected with the city? Is there a lot of, state, I know you have licenses that you have to deal with, but did that just kind of transfer just to a different location, or how was that? I mean, working with the city?
It wasn't bad at all. It was more so the Board of Cosmetology that was my hang up. And it wasn't even that difficult. It was just the fact that I had two separate businesses, basically. Well, two separate businesses going into one. I have Natural Roots Salon, and then I have the Suites by Natural Roots Salon. Okay. So that was my biggest hang up. But with the city, it was actually great. Like, we never really had a ton of big issues at all. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for dirt or anything.
Yeah,
I was just more curious.
Come on. You got a better answer than that.
Yeah.
Name names.
Yeah.
Let's go. Right. It was only the water situation. That was a little interesting. We got I looked in the bank account one day and like $6,000 was taken out, and I was like, what is this? And at the time, we had all of our water shut off. We actually had a porta potty out back because all the water was shut off, and I guess they just guessed what.
That's what a salon does.
Yeah, this is probably about.
Sure.
Is what they told us. Yeah.
Sure.
Is that we couldn't get in, so we just guessed. And I'm like,
yeah,
you could get in.
Yeah, for a while there wasn't even a door.
Day and night. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Which is that's interesting. Because you're full remote. I mean, there's new plumbing, everything. I mean, it's like
HVAC.
Really cool.
You know what blew my mind is that there's a basement.
Oh, no one knew that there was a basement in there. Yes.
Was there like bodies down there and stuff? Like, was it like, how come I didn't know?
It was a little bit dungeony.
Yeah.
Down there before. Yeah.
To say it very nicely.
It was a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, that was also. I mean, when you say full remodel, full gut, I mean that's also been renovated and
Yes, completely renovated. There's walls down there,
yeah,
rooms. Yep. My husband's office. I didn't even know that was going to go down there.
yeah.
Didn't know he had an office until it was being framed. I'm like, what's this room right here?
Yeah.
It's like, that's my office. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty
sounds
cool.
good.
Pretty cool. Yeah, very
Yeah.
fun. So before you got into cosmetology, hair, everything, tell us a little bit about yourself before that and maybe your family.
Yeah, so I am from Fergus Falls, Minnesota. My parents, growing up, they owned, it was Tires Plus, then they did drop the franchise, and it was Otter Tail Tire. They recently sold and bought some land actually in Annandale. My mom does all my bookwork for my business and stuff, so they're going to be moving this way. I have their only grandkids, so they can't wait.
Sure.
It's like a hostage situation.
Yeah,
there.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Can you go pick Taylin up from dance class, please? But yeah, I went to beauty school in St. Cloud. I met my husband. I actually used to I used to teach at the beauty school in St. Cloud too. And then we moved down here. But before I went to beauty school, I actually was going to possibly go to school for elementary education. That was my other, I love kids. So that was my other, or where my heart was leading me as well. But then I was like, I'll just go to beauty school, and then I can do hair while I go to school for elementary education, and then I was not going back to school after.
Sure. I'm done.
Yep, I'm done. I just want to work. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Very fun.
And I think you said it was about 5 years ago that you came to Buffalo?
Yeah. Yep.
From Eden Valley.
From Eden Valley.
In 5 years, you've rooted yourself in this community
Yes.
in a very short amount of time.
Naturally.
Yeah. I'm not going anywhere.
Right. And so, I guess, talk about coming from a guy who's really always been here and probably always will, at least until, maybe I go someplace warm someday when I'm older. But
Retire and go somewhere hot.
Bringing in, moving to a new town, getting yourself involved in a new town. Like, what's that been like? And any advice to Buffalo people, things we could do better maybe on welcoming?
I love it here. It was from square one. When we first moved here, I actually got a job very part-time at Kids Haven and just met a lot of people through that. And I'm very social. I'm not scared. So I just talk to people. And that's when I started my search for where I was going to be here. I knew we were going to stay here at this point. But let me tell you, before we actually physically moved here, I was not moving to Buffalo. When my husband found our house in Buffalo, I was like, no, we're not going to Buffalo. I had zero reason as to why I was not coming here.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about Buffalo, but
Sure.
for some reason in my mind, I was not coming to Buffalo. And then,
Well, it's usually people moving from the cities that aren't coming to Buffalo, but Eden Valley, this is the big city compared to
yeah, and I definitely did not like Eden Valley. Like when we moved here, I was at Target daily because it was so great that we had a Target. Right. But yeah, Eden Valley, we had nothing. But yeah, for some reason I wasn't moving here, and now I absolutely love it. Like, I wouldn't change it for the world. Our two kids, we love the different school system there is here, and the options for school. Holy cow. We had one option in Eden Valley, and here I'm like, where do I begin? But again, the community's so great. It was so awesome just to get feedback from people, and then just building the salon too. Like, the support in this community is unreal. Like, everyone supports everyone, and very big on small businesses around here and supporting the small businesses. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that's why we think it's one of the greatest small towns.
Yeah, for
in the
sure,
USA.
absolutely.
I really like that. My question is fleeting. As people are maybe thinking, oh gosh, maybe I want to go get my hair done at a salon. Do you have openings? How do they get in touch? How do they I want to go try this place out?
Yeah, so you can call the salon for the front desk, and they will definitely get you booked. We also do have online booking at naturalrootsalon.com. But usually we like to say to make an appointment, we are pretty well booked. But we can usually get you in within the week as long as it's not holiday season, of course.
Sure.
Holiday season's a little nuts. But and then as far as the renters go, they all do all their own appointment booking.
Okay.
And some of them do have online booking on our webpage. Otherwise, you can call them directly and stuff. So, but all the services we offer are on the website too. So
There's a gal in our office. I said, "Oh, your hair's different." She goes, "I know. I missed my appointment." And like, her gal is it's every 7 weeks, or whatever it was. And she goes, "I missed it," and it looks good. I didn't say it looked bad, but she was so upset because when they're booked, they're booked. I mean,
And,
that's a hard calendar date.
yes, it is. And if they miss that, then it's probably another 2 weeks out or something.
Yeah,
So then
yeah.
they're like, oh my goodness, especially like extension clients. We do a lot of extension installs, and when extensions grow out, they just need to be done again. So those ones drive people nuts, and they want that appointment for sure.
Yeah. So that was kind of a big surprise of just like, oh, this is coming from a guy.
Yes,
It's
men don't care as
no
much.
offense. It's like, oh, I can online check in at Great Clips.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
whatever it says in the computer. Like, this isn't special.
Yeah.
But that was a very big learning curve of, oh, that's how it is. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So it's.
Yeah. Women are
anyway.
on it with their appointments. That is for sure.
Not me. It's like, oh, I got an extra 15 minutes. I'm going to go get a haircut. Or the comb's not quite working this morning. I'm going to go get a haircut. So it's very fun. Again, we welcome you to downtown Buffalo. We thank you for being a part of the community. We look forward to everything that you're doing and growing. And just compliments to whoever did all the design work outside. I think it just gives a major facelift down.
It looks great.
Downtown.
Yeah, it was all my husband and I. That's in my next life. That's kind of what I would love to do. I just flipping things. I love it.
Flipping them. You could have your own show on HG television.
Yes.
Good luck.
Flipping Buffalo.
Flipping Buffalo.
Flipping Buffalo. Flipping Buffalo. So, is there anything that you wish we would have talked about that maybe we didn't hit on yet?
No, I don't think so.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
That was awkward.
High five. Yeah,
That was awkward. We need a microphone up here.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reese.
I'm Mark Benzer.
And Kelsie Schoenecker.
Thanks for listening to the Buffalo Community Podcast, produced by Edlund Media. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, as well as anywhere you listen to podcasts.